Imagine this: the cold waters off Monterey, California, grey skies overhead, and the unmistakable power of the Pacific swelling around you. It's December 19th, 1981, and 24-year-old Louis Archer Boren is out alone, carving through the waves on his kneeboard at South Moss Beach. Earlier that day, he'd surfed with friends, but now he's a solitary figure, one with nature, drifting beyond the break in 10 feet of rough, murky water. Suddenly, beneath him, a shadow emerges from the depths, huge, silent and terrifying. It's a predator unlike anything the world had seen before, a creature of unimaginable size and ferocity. Without warning, the great white shark strikes. In a split second, it launches itself, slamming into Boren's left side with such force that it cleaves through both him and his kneeboard. One devastating bite, so powerful that fragments of the shark's teeth were embedded in the board. The next day, two surfers find the kneeboard washed ashore with an 18-inch crescent-shaped bite torn from its side and the missing chunk lying nearby. The terrifying truth begins to unfold. Boren's encounter was with a great white shark, estimated at a monstrous 23 feet long, making it the largest of its kind ever recorded with verifiable evidence. A hunter of this magnitude, lurking just off the coast, struck once and vanished. Days later, on Christmas Eve, Boren's body is found nearly a kilometre away, bearing the fatal wound that stretches from his left armpit to his hip, a wound that could only have been inflicted by one of the ocean's most fearsome predators. It was an attack so brutal and so swift, it's believed Boren died instantly. In this video, we'll dive into the chilling details of one of the most shocking shark attacks in recorded history. An attack that not only claimed a life, but also left behind the legacy of an apex predator whose sheer size defies the imagination. What happened that day off the shores of Monterey? And how did a shark this large remain a mystery of the deep? Stay tuned as we uncover the savage encounter between man and beast in the cold, unforgiving waters of the Pacific. Welcome to Savage Tales, Animal Encounters, where we dive deep into the wildest, most shocking and unbelievable stories of human and animal confrontations from across the globe. Here, we explore the raw power of nature, the untamed wilderness, and the sheer unpredictability of the creatures that roam our planet. Whether it's a terrifying predator strike or a miraculous survival story, this is the place where the wild meets the world of humans in the most savage of ways. In today's episode, we're taking you back to the fateful day of December 19th, 1981, when 24-year-old Louis Archer Boren encountered one of the largest great white sharks ever recorded. It's a chilling story of a surfer alone in the waters off Monterey, California, and the massive predator that struck without warning. Stay tuned as we unravel the mystery of that tragic day and the beast that roams the deep. Before we dive in, if you love exploring the darker side of nature and the incredible power of animals, make sure to hit that like button. If you're new here, subscribe and join our growing community of adventurers who dare to step into the wild. Don't forget to ring the notification bell so you never miss an episode of Savage Tales, Animal Encounters. And we'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and let us know your thoughts, or share your own wild animal encounters. Let's get started. This is going to be a savage ride. Louis Archer Boren was a young man full of energy, adventure, and an undeniable passion for the ocean. Born in 1957, he grew up in California, where the coastline was more than just a scenic backdrop. It was his playground. From a young age, Boren was drawn to the sea, spending countless hours learning to surf, dive, and ride the waves that lapped the shores of Monterey County. His deep love for the ocean made him a familiar face among local surfers, and over the years, he developed a reputation as a skilled and fearless surfer. Boren wasn't just a thrill seeker. He had a calm and confident demeanor that made him respected by those who knew him. Friends would describe him as laid back, with an easy smile and a quiet determination. He was the kind of person who found peace in the ocean, appreciating the power and beauty of the waves, but also fully aware of the dangers that lurked beneath the surface. In the weeks leading up to December 19th, 1981, Boren had been enjoying his regular surf sessions along the rugged coastline of Spanish Bay, just north of Monterey. Winter had settled in, bringing colder waters and rougher conditions, but that never deterred Boren. He had surfed in rough seas before, and he felt at home in the often unpredictable waters of the Pacific Ocean. On the morning of December 19th, Boren headed out to South Moss Beach, near Spanish Bay, for another day of surfing. He and a group of friends paddled out early, catching some waves together in the chilly water. The group had surfed for several hours before deciding to call it a day. However, Boren, always eager to ride just one more wave, opted to stay out a little longer. He was comfortable surfing alone, and the rest of the group left him to enjoy the final moments of his session. As the afternoon wore on, the skies above Monterey grew grey and overcast, and the water conditions became increasingly rough. Unbeknownst to Boren, something far more dangerous than the weather was lurking in the waters that day. His friends last saw him around 2 p.m., his figure cutting through the waves on his yellow kneeboard, a familiar sight to anyone who knew him. But that day, the ocean had something far more savage in store. After an adventurous morning riding the waves with friends, Archer Boren made the decision to stay in the water for just a little longer. That simple choice would change the course of his life forever. As the group left South Moss Beach in Spanish Bay, Boren, comfortable in his dark wetsuit and lying on his yellow kneeboard, paddled out into the Pacific, completely unaware of the lurking danger beneath the surface. The cold waters of Monterey Bay had grown rougher as the afternoon progressed, with grey skies adding a layer of eerie calm to the horizon. Boren, who had spent years mastering these waters, was just beyond the breakpoint, in roughly 10 feet of water, a familiar and well-practiced spot. But on this day, the ocean was not his playground. It was a predator's hunting ground. Unseen from the shore, beneath the murky depths, a massive great white shark, later estimated to be an astounding 23 feet long, was closing in. This was no ordinary shark. Experts would later agree that this was the largest white shark ever recorded, and Boren was about to become its target. Without warning, the shark attacked from the left side. In one powerful and devastating strike, the great white bit through Boren's kneeboard and his body. The force of the bite was so immense that it left a crescent-shaped, 18-inch, 46 centimeters chunk torn from his board. The missing piece of the board, still bearing embedded teeth fragments, would later be found nearby, but the damage had been done. Boren's massive wound stretched from beneath his left armpit to just above his hip, spanning more than half his body. The impact of the bite likely killed him instantly, leaving no chance of survival. The sheer size of the shark, coupled with the severity of the wound, led experts to believe that the shark had mistaken Boren, lying prone on his yellow board, for a seal, its typical prey. Water conditions at the time were deteriorating, with visibility dropping and the temperature a frigid challenge for any human. But for the shark, this was the perfect hunting environment. Boren's kneeboard, with its telltale bite, would wash ashore the next day at Asilomar State Beach, a chilling sign of the tragedy that had occurred. Surfers who discovered the board alerted authorities, leading to a search for Boren. It wasn't until December 24th, 5 days after the attack, that his body was spotted by a park ranger near Pacific Grove, approximately 0.62 miles, 1 kilometer, from where the attack took place. The shark responsible for the attack was never captured or positively identified, but the evidence left behind tells the story of a massive predator and a tragic encounter that still echoes through the annals of shark attack history. The death of Archer Boren remains one of the most chilling examples of a great white shark's raw power and a sobering reminder of the risks faced by those who venture into the ocean. That's the haunting tale of Archer Boren and his tragic encounter with one of the largest great white sharks ever recorded. On December 19, 1981, a seemingly ordinary surf session turned into a nightmare as Boren, a skilled and seasoned surfer, found himself face to face with a monstrous predator. The shark's attack was swift and devastating, resulting in a fatal wound and marking an unforgettable chapter in the history of shark encounters. We've seen how a single moment of chance can lead to extraordinary and often deadly consequences in the wild. Boren's story serves as a stark reminder of the ocean's power and the unpredictability of nature. If you found this story as gripping and chilling as we did, be sure to hit that like button and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We love hearing from you, and your feedback helps us bring more of these intense and fascinating tales to life. For more savage stories and incredible animal encounters, subscribe to our channel and join our community of adventure seekers. Don't forget to ring the notification bell so you never miss an episode of Savage Tales, Animal Encounters. Thank you for watching, and until next time, remember to respect the wild. It's both awe-inspiring and unforgiving. Stay curious and stay safe. See you in the next episode.